Hey there, esports fans. BB Nasty here with my first Mr. Knife Guy video in several years. I'm back, and my blade, it's a bit rusty. My movements are not very smooth either. It's been a long time. Battlefield 4 feels so slow, and I keep dying right after a tag. Battlefield 1, however, moves much faster and smoother, but the trade-off is the tags there are easier to achieve and thus a little less valuable to a collector like me. By the way, in Mr. Knife Guy videos, you will hear the term tags often, which is short for dog tags, an identification tag worn by soldiers around their neck. In most Battlefield games, you can collect these when killing with a melee weapon. You can check out many of my greatest tags and more here on my YouTube in the playlist titled Mr. Knife Guy, linked below. I have had a couple of pretty good Battlefield 4 tags recently, or at least one good one and one decent. Let's start with the good one. This is Team Deathmatch, and I see an enemy on my minimap below me. I said below me. So I follow. What makes this a good tag is the timing of moves here. I figure it likely that they are taking a look to the left and then will turn around to head back for the stairs. So I want to move as soon as possible. Sure enough, he hears me, or otherwise decides to check back through the wall. At this point, although I am taking damage, getting the tags becomes easier because they closed the distance. It's not in the bag yet, as I still have to get past them so I can tag them from the side. So I jump forward after the wall, and as soon as I feel I am inside their turn radius, I turn to the side and tag them. If I tag early, it'll register from the front and they will surely counter me, which is only possible from the front. So it's all about timing here. The decent tag is a different showcase of tactics than the previous clip. This one is really all about knowing player tendencies and using that against them. In this case, I'm running and this dude peeks from behind cover and sees me. I know that most players tend to be defensive, and so I duck behind cover to make him feel I am going to battle him from there. I know he'll peek back around the corner, so I wait a second so they don't see me. I also know they will go to check the other side of cover to see if I went around, so I then bolt. I have to commit here. I can't go slow, because he will come back to this side again in moments. What I need to do is get behind him ASAP. It doesn't really matter if they see me as long as I get to the edge of the cover first, as by then it'll be too late. I actually miss on my first attempt here, but somehow he doesn't see me and I get him right after. Since it has been a long time and this type of thing might be new to my audience, I thought I'd do this video in a different way than I have in the past Mr. Knife Guy stuff. I would like to encourage all who have a fancy to try tagging at least a little bit, as it's very fun. If on console like me, I would install both Battlefield 4 and Battlefield 1, as you can check each of these games' server browsers while in the other game to see what people are playing. This is, of course, is awesome and needed these days when the servers are less populous than they used to be. Many players have racked up tens of thousands of knife kills and thus tags in their Battlefield career, including me. A player has many options as to what tag they wear, so there are a lot to collect. By far, the most common are the plain or default tags. This is not just because they are default and thus what you start with, but because players dislike being tagged and will often wear the blank tags as an FU to us taggers. Well, I'll upload more Mr. Knife Guy videos soon, hopefully, and other content as well, such as Midfield Runners Cup Racing Leagues. Feel free to join our Discord server linked below. It's mostly for racing games, but honestly, welcome to all and open to all gamers. We like leagues and new branches. Okay then, thank you. I'm BB Nasty, or Mr. Knife Guy, since the battle log days of Battlefield 3. I love you all.
Control.